I hate to rain on everybody's earnings parade, but it's a little bit disturbing that companies are reporting solid results, and in many cases they're really boosting their level of cash, but that's not translating into help for the average American. Unemployment is still relatively high. Many companies, despite saying that they're more confident about the future, they're not backing up those words by hiring more people. Yes, maybe productivity gains is one of the reasons why companies have gotten used to doing more with less, but still, until the employment picture improves, it's hard to imagine a sustained growth level for the economy that would make people actually feel good. What do you guys think? Cash is king, but companies are just sitting on it instead of spending it, like I say. Samantha Atkins isn't surprised. Of course business is big in cash. It would be suicide not to be when the economy is in this bad shape and lending is this dicey, not to mention a raft of new regulations and rumors of regulations. It's a great point. A lot of people are worried about the potential for overregulation, maybe not the potential. A lot of people think we already have an overregulated economy and market right now. That might be convincing companies to keep a high level of cash because they just don't know if they really will need it. It's interesting that a company like Google, for example, actually did hire a lot of people in its most recent quarter. That led to some higher expenses and lower than expected profits, and the stock got punished. It's somewhat perverse that a company that should be applauded for hiring gets smacked down on Wall Street because their profits weren't as high as expected. Some readers said companies, though, have to be brave and jumpstart the recovery themselves by putting that cash to work, perhaps like Google in my example there. Jim Reagan wrote, "Businesses are causing a self-inflicted economic death spiral. Consumers can't pull the economy out. Neither can government. Only businesses sitting on mounds of cash can." I agree definitely there. Obviously, consumers need to show some confidence too, and I do think the government, despite what a lot of you readers think, can help and not hurt a recovery as well. But big business definitely has to stop being so scared and maybe be that brave, first mover and put some of that cash to work and hope that it does actually boost the economy. Clint White agreed. He said companies need to worry less about what investors want in the short term. Shareholders want their dividends, but in the end, does that really grow the business or make it more efficient? Or does it just give a good feeling to stockholders of your company? If and when we want to get America back to work, then just stop giving out money to make more money on your share price and actually invest it in new equipment, more efficient operations, and expanded business opportunities. A great point to wrap up with. Most companies that are going to be survivors for the long term have to do exactly that. Not to really go overboard with the praise of Google, but that is one of the beauties about that company. It doesn't really care about what Wall Street thinks, doesn't give guidance, doesn't kowtow to short-term expectations. It's spending because it thinks it's the right thing to do. And if more companies acted that way, maybe the economy would be in better shape.